Hina, this program is for beginners and for advanced students. So let me explain to you how. This program is for people who want to avoid expensive investing mistakes. So this is a really, um, you know, easy to follow thing because I'm going to give you a PDF sheet. It's literally a cheat sheet that I give to my paying clients. It's going to go through over a lot of questions that I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to go one by one. You are literally going to put a tick or a cross. It's as simple. So it's taking me a long time to develop a PDF document in which you will only do yes and no, put your information, and by the end of it, you will have created your own financial plan in a PDF form. I say it's good for beginners and for advanced people too, because people who think they are advanced and they are already investing are not investing in a tax efficient manner. I know this because I have people who have been investing for a very long time come to me, and I see them making extremely either expensive mistake related to taxes, or they're just thinking short term, they're not thinking long term, or they have never begun investing in accounts they should be investing, they're investing in the wrong account. So it's for both kinds of people, and especially remember, it's for people who do not want to spend years and years hodgepodging information. Do you see what I mean? This particular financial document is extremely important for your success. I personally believe that people who want to invest long term can literally take this document and begin investing the same day. So we're not just going to hand over you, I'm not just going to give you a financial plan. You can literally come all 3 days, and if you're coming the first day and you've done your plan, you can come the second day and we can open your account. So it's going to be fantastic. You're going to have 3 days, an hour each day. You can attend one session, you can attend all 3 sessions. um, so you're going to basically master your financial plan. It's on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I give you 3 opportunities to speak to me live. It's not a sheet that I send to you and you download it and you never use it. We are going to work together. I'm going to screen share my the whole PDF, and I'm going to go with you question by question. So I think this is honestly the best investment you can make, because like I've told you, if you guys are not going to take this seriously, if you think you're going to do it on your own, it is absolutely doable, but it will take you a very long time. uh, the new year is going to roll around. You're still not going to have a financial plan. You're going to keep hodgepodging information. It's honestly the best investment you're going to make, because you will have a financial plan, you will actually have an account, and you will know which accounts to invest into. So it's not just going to be general information. The financial plan is going to be personalized to you. That is why I have a sheet that you are going to be filling to the best of your knowledge, and it's going to be specific to you. You exactly know what your financial circumstances are, you know best what is your interest, and I'm just going to guide you question by question, so that you don't need to be intimidated by financial jargon. It's not going to be difficult financial language, and it's not a finance class 101. It's a practical class. It's interesting that the many people who have signed up are a mix of Muslims and non-Muslims. I just feel that mothers have begun to realize that this is very important, and the new year never comes. Everybody tells me they're going to do the next year. Every time I've had a person who has been working with me for a very long time, every time the next year rolls around, a whole year is going to pass, and they're going to tell me, it was so easy to do. I don't understand why I did not take this class a year before. It's 1 hour of your time, and you will have a financial document for yourself. And it also has areas where if you have kids, you can also develop a financial plan for them. It is a part of the sheet. You can skip that if you don't have kids. You can fill it up if you have kids. If you have elderly parents that you support, there are tax benefits to having both elderly parents supporting them. There are accounts that are helpful for them, and there are accounts that are helpful for your minor kids. and we can go both over both of them, or we can skip them, so you are going to do questions that are applicable to you. So I think it's, honestly worth a look. It's better to look into it. It's in, I don't know where this shows up. Can somebody tell me? No, Hina, you don't need to know anything beforehand. You will get the PDF sheet on November 1st. There is a reason why I don't give it before November 1st. It's because it's copyrighted work and I don't want you guys to get overwhelmed. I want you to do it with me. Okay, perfect. Is it on the phone, Farida? Because I am seeing it on my screen, but I don't know how it shows up on the phone. Okay, I'm not sure if it's showing up. Okay, so she's on a laptop. Guys, is anybody seeing the masterclass on the phone? Can you tell me how it shows up on a phone? If you can please put it in the chat box, I would be extremely grateful. Okay, so if anybody is new, let's do a poll. I want you to do there's a poll in the chat. If you are new, if you have been attending my classes, you can ignore it. But if you're new, there's a poll in the chat. This helps me understand what you guys are going through. What is your biggest blockers? I want you guys to interact. So please answer the poll in the chat. What is the biggest block when it comes to creating wealth? Okay. Mariam, are you on a laptop? On phone, it shows a small pop-up ad on the left side of the screen. Okay. Thank you, Rania, for telling me, because I'm not on a phone. Okay. Guys, please poll. Let's do a poll. Um, are you guys looking at this? Because Hina is the only one who has asked any questions. Do you guys have any other questions regarding the class? I am so grateful for you guys for showing up. Honestly, it gave me strength. I was not hoping anybody to show up because I was so upset. I sent literally a last minute email, and I'm happy that you guys came. What else? So we're gonna give a PDF sheet. It's gonna be shared on the 1st. I'm gonna do a mini. It's going to be actually really easy. I have a teenager sign up with me too. Imagine we are gonna have a teen working in class with you guys, and it's a boy. His mother signed him up. I'm so proud of these mothers, aren't you? I would never even think a mother considering her teenager to sign up for this class. Hifsa, you can get a replay. So everybody who registers gets a replay. Um, and honestly, you can follow through with the replay if that helps. Is it you're going to show us the stocks that we can invest in? Rania, it can go. I don't. So when you're creating an investing plan, you are actually creating um, a foundation of what you're going to be doing. So yes, I am going to be showing you the stocks you're going to be investing in long term. That is true. And that includes the Sharia compliant stocks that we invest into. Obviously, we're not just gonna open an account and not invest anything, right? I'm gonna give you the few stocks that if you are scared of losing money, these are index funds which you can leave. You can invest in them and leave forever. So if you're like my husband, Rania, you can literally invest and leave. My husband is not the sort. I personally, let me tell you, I am a day trader as well. So there's something called earnings. Just this is just for interest. Is there a similar class in next year? Hifza, I don't know. Right now, I am not sure. because I also have commitment. So so here's what it is, guys. I have regular clients that I work with. When tax season comes, it's extremely busy. You will not believe when I tell you that people start working with me around September. Me and my assistant have decided this year that we're going to start working on our previous clients' work in September. Why is it? Because when January comes around, I am not an accountant, right? But I work with my accountant every single year to understand the tax breaks that are coming the next year, because they're the ones who are updated to all the tax uh, accounts. So it's really busy. No, Farida, I cannot teach you how to day trade. It's a dishonest thing to do. If I tell you that I can teach it to you in an hour, it's impossible, to be very exact. It takes a very long time. When I was learning day trading, it took me years and years, and so it will take me at least 8 to 9 hours, which means an hour of class every single week to cover everything that is regarding to day trading. So I cannot. It's a huge topic, and it can't be fairly dealt with. But you will have a financial plan. So even before you day trade, day trading is more for people who have a financial plan and who have investing going. You cannot just jump into day trading, because if you jump into day trading without knowing how to read financial, following the news, reading the finances of a stock, there's a high chance you can lose a lot of money. Let me give you an example. Actually, Farida has a very no, Farida, you do not need to take a course from the school. I didn't take a course from the school. I learned it myself. That is why I'm telling you that it's very expensive. The mistakes you're going to make are not going to be worth it. It took me years to learn day trading, and that is why I created this course, because I knew that you cannot start day trading before you can start. You need a financial plan. Also, yes, you can learn it. It's a very long process, and it's if in you need to allow yourself to make expensive mistakes. Let me show you how. I want to share my screen because this is a very important teaching point which Farida is bringing up. Okay, so this is Netflix stock. See, I am going to show you the Netflix stocks and why I do not want to teach you guys day trading in a single session. It's impossible. Are you guys able to Are you guys able to see my screen? Are you able to see the Netflix stock? Okay, so I'm going to show you what happens. Do you see this? 437. No, it's not even 437. The Netflix stock went up. It was close to a 485. Which when was the last? So basically, the Netflix stock jumped on October 18th. Can you see my screen? On October 18th, the stock was $346. So every 3 months, the companies that are publicly traded on the US stock market it's mandatory for them to release their financial earnings. All right. So when the earnings came out, Netflix jumped from 346 to $400. Are you able to see what I mean? This is like within a few days, from October 18th to October 20th. It jumped literally close to $54. But when you look here, when 3 months ago, when in the previous earnings, the Netflix stock was close to, this is wrong, it was close to 480. So do you see this? It's close to 477 On July 19th, can you guys hear me? Can you see me? Because I don't know if you can. Okay. On July 19th, it was 477 bucks. Okay. Uh, I had friends who I told them that the Netflix stock is doing really great because look how it was doing really great. It went from $325 up to 477. This is inaccurate. It went up to a 485, and I can prove it to you in a little bit. So this is a screenshot. Just I mean, let's go with the 477 figure. The earnings came out in July, and look where the stock went from 477 in the previous 3 months ago. The stock went from 477 to 346. Do you see this downfall? And so I always have people who complain to me. This is why I don't recommend stocks without people learning it the right way, the whole thing. Exactly. It went up to it went up to 499. Mariam, you can check it out. NVDA has made a lot of money, and then it also plummeted to $400. So people who had a huge investment, this is the problem. When so I'm just going to go with Netflix and then we can discuss NVDA. Exactly. So um, and by the way, I was one of those people who bought no, it was never around 58 to 60. It was close to 175 in February, March, because I very closely follow it. Anyway, so around 477, it went down to 346. Does anybody know why? Because when the earnings came out, they showed a profit and the stock dipped. It was horrible. And there were friends of mine. This is why I never do this casual talk. They were like, everybody was saying it was doing so good. They had a positive report. Why did it go down? If you guys read anything about the news affects the market. Trends affect the market. There was a Writers Guild strike. Have you heard of this thing? Hollywood was on a strike. The writers, so you can Google it. I'm going to show you the news. Strike in Hollywood, which is just I think resolved. Do you see this? The Hollywood writers strike is over and they won big. I just want to show you guys the news, how this affects the market. It ended in September. So Netflix, even though it had a positive review, because there was a strike going on, the stock fell. There was a huge crisis in the market. So the stock did, despite the fact that there was a strike, the stock fell. So now I told them that don't sell the stock. If you sell the stock, you're going to make a big mistake. This is the mistake people do. The stock temporarily falls and people think, oh my God, for a few weeks, a few days, the stock has, goes down and they're like, we are ruined. um, because they don't know how to read the finances and they don't know how the market works and they are not following the news. And there are other factors. It's not just about how much profit the company is making right now. It's not just about profitability. It's also about uh, what they are predicting for the future, how many employees they are laying off. Can I blow your mind? The more employees a company lays off, the better it affects the stock. And I'm going to give you an example. Microsoft lays off employees, effect on stock. Do you see this? Already you can see it affects the stock. So the number of people that you lay off, which means you have less financial liability, the more the stock price rises. It's such a It's one of the cons of a capitalistic economy. They're all for profit. They're all for, um, making profit. It's always profit over people. So the more employees you can lay off, the better the stock will do. Just so you guys know what falls initially when they are laid off. Mariam, I'm not understanding. The stock of the company falls initially when people are laid off. Is that what you're saying? No, it goes up because investors don't want to pay employees. I'm interested in profiting, right? I'm not interested in you hiring more people, which is affecting my baseline profit. Does it make sense? Because the less people you have to pay, the more you are taking advantage of the labor, the more profit you're generating for your investor, the more your stock price is going to rise. Does that make sense? Yeah. Um, okay, I want you to read this. Shares of Google parent Alphabet, which laid off 12,000 people last month, are up 15% this year, while shares of Microsoft, 10,000 employees laid off, are 6% up. Amazon is 19% up. Look, why layoffs can actually lift a company's stock price. So, guys, listen, I have been investing since I was 15. Uh, I'm going to go back to Farida's question. She said, can we learn, um, to day trade? Do you see the amount of work, the amount of, mm, you know, um, you need to be reading a lot and you need to know what to read and you need to be investing in the market. And so why am I a successful trader, day trader? My husband is not. He's a long term investor. Day trading is risky, yes, but that's exactly what I said. It's risky. You need to have the balls to lose money. Exactly. That's what I was telling Farida. You have to be prepared to lose money. You know, I have lost money and I have never claimed to anybody that I have not. I do not lose heart even when I'm losing a little bit of money because of the experience that I have. I know where I can cut my losses, get out of a trade. Let me give you an example of me losing a couple $1,000s in Moderna because I made a foolish trade. So let me show you what the Moderna stock did to me. Thank God I'm out of it. I got out of it. So I let me this is I want to share my mistake. I bought Moderna at 193 because traders, investors like me make mistakes. Don't believe that we are always making money. Okay, I bought it at 193. When its earnings came out, it fell down because I'm not a I'm not I know how the market works. I held on to it despite knowing that the stock is growing down. So I bought it at 193 and I sold it at 120. Okay, I got out of that trade. Now, for somebody who is even more naive and even more newer than me, the stock is now at 80 bucks. Can you believe this? So, I have a penchant for taking uh, a calculated risk. Um, and so, yeah, this is a mistake I'm sharing with you guys. One of my best investments has been I loved Costco. Um, what else did I love? I don't invest in it anymore because the price is too high right now. So every few months, and I'm happy that I'm talking to you guys. I'm smiling for the first time in a week. Or you guys, actually, I was able to forget about something. This work actually brings me a lot of joy. So I'm very grateful that you guys came and I also came. I was 100% not doing this because I was so upset. So thanks a lot. Anyway, So let's go to NVDA. I think Mariam is also a fan. Um, Year to date. So do you see this? It went up to 499. This is wrong because I have sold it at 498 too. But look, it came down from 498. It came down to 410. No, it went down even more. It was lesser than this. So you need to be really following the stock and the news, and you need to know how to read the financials, and this is something that I love to do. I have clients who work with me, um, and they're following the, I tell them that these are the investments that I'm making, this is when you should be entering, this is when you should be exiting. I am obviously more cautious with you guys than I'm for myself. I take risks, and that is how you grow. There is no there I promise you, there is nothing that is without risk. There is a risk that you guys are not going to learn this. It's a bigger risk. It's so for me, it's worth it. Initially when I was younger, I did not. Mariam, you work with me. So you don't need to do that. I am there to do that for you. I've done that for years for so many people, and I love to do it. Why? Because I love to read. um, you can always either, because this is also a business, right? I don't know, a lot of people don't want to do it. That includes my husband Mariam. He does not want to do it. uh, he does not have the time to do it, and he does not have the passion for it. I have a passion for it, and I do it. um, I wake up in the morning, and the time that I have between my namaz and the kids waking up, this is what I'm doing. I'm literally mining through all of these things to make the investment decision, and it's worth my time. It's so, I think it's worthy because it makes you passive income, especially around earnings. So people who had invested in Netflix, like me, even though I had a really really hard week, we were able to make quite a profit because I did not invest in it last time. I waited for this time because I knew that there was a strike going on. And so people who invested last time thought it was this is like the stock is a joke, but they didn't understand the full picture. um One of the things that I'm going to give you guys today, because you guys made my day honestly by showing up, is that keep an eye on Costco. Costco has, I'm going to stop sharing screen, okay? Costco has gold bars that are selling. Uh, they are what they're selling on Costco online. They're Pam Swiss gold bars. They are one of the most well recognized and well known uh, commodity in the world. If you guys don't want to take risks, or if you guys are want to invest starting the most secure way, gold is the way to go. The gold bar was $1,500 last year, this year, and it's $2,000 right now. The Pamp Swiss gold bars, if you guys want, they are selling out like crazy. Yes, I was one of the few people who got a hand on got I got one of them, but that was 2 months ago. Yeah, that was 2 months ago. And so this is again the answer to your question, Mariam. I got to know about it through all the investing relationships that I've built. I can let you guys know if I get a hold of, if I get to hear about them being restocked. Uh, I didn't know about this, Mariam. I've built relationships with other high-end investors who are even on a higher end with me, people who are in venture capital. Um, these are relationships that I've cultivated, and I translate them to my customers. So this is why when you were asking who keeps up, I keep up for them, and then I have built relationships. When an investing opportunity comes to me, I am able to give it to them, and they have full right to either decline it or either do it themselves, and I'm never sharing anything that I have not done personally myself. um, yeah, you can go to costco.com. They're currently sold out, and you can search for the Pamp Swiss gold bars. Pamp Swiss gold bars. Yeah, here you guys go. Okay, I did a really fun poll last time, guys, because did you know that your birth order affects your investing habits? Who's online? Farida, I think, Hifza, Hina, Mariam, and Rania. Were you guys here last time? No, right? Naveen. Naveen, you weren't here. Okay, tell me what is your birth order because it affects how you invest. Guys, nobody's the oldest. Okay, we have 5 answers. Was there anybody here last time? I know Farida was. Rania, were you here last time? Who hasn't answered? Okay, we have the youngest and the middle. I'm going to link. Okay, Naveen is third. Yeah, she's in between. Okay, I'm going to link. I did a whole class on birth order, and I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. Um, yeah, the blessings of a middle child. Yeah, let me. You will find it interesting. I did it last week. I mean, yeah, you'll be surprised that the middle kids are the most financially responsible ones. It's not the eldest child as you would believe. It's the middle kids, and even if it doesn't show in their mid 20s or early 30s, they are the ones who have financial boundaries. They are the ones who are the most successful. um, I have dealt with so many people at this point. Yeah, they're risk takers. uh, they spend on themselves. You would be shocked that they don't spend. um, the oldest actually are the ones who are spending a lot on others. The youngest are spending a lot on themselves. So the oldest, the you'd be yeah, one of the things that is surprising is that the oldest sibling always has debt because they don't have any financial boundaries. um so I do all these kinds of studies. This is where medicine helps you, right? We're always doing evidence based everything. Minimum percentage, Mariam, I recommend you, if you have a match, if you have an employer match, that is free money. Do you have an employer match? Let me start. Okay, how much is it? How what is the percentage that they match? 5%. You should be at least putting 5%. I recommend you maxing the 401k out. That's honestly free money. um Number one, it's free money which when it's being employer matched, but there's a huge, let me see if I have some reasoning. Okay, there's somebody new. Assalamu alaikum, Marukh. That's what I have set as right now. So is this what they match? 5% because that's what you're putting in? Yeah, you should 100% increase it. Even if they don't, you should increase it because I don't know what your tax bracket it sees. These are the questions we can answer in our class. Marukh, if you are new, there are 2 polls in the chat. Could you please answer the polls? Welcome. We are discussing my master class that is happening, and if you have any questions related to that. Featured action. I don't know where it went. Okay. So I'll share it in the chat. I don't know where it went. Okay, no problem. It's honestly, these are the things that we're gonna be discussing in the financial plan, and apparently that has disappeared. I don't know where did it go. Yeah, but this is important. I highly recommend that you should do it, and there are many reasons for you to do it. Maybe I can find Mariam, there might be a video on YouTube that I have. I have 100 videos on YouTube. I am 110% sure I have covered it somewhere. If you can do the hard work of searching it through, um, just search for 401k, you might find something here. Yeah. Okay, now let me see where that thing went. Guys, are there any other questions, concerns, anything? Otherwise, we can finish the session. Okay, mashallah. That's fine, Maruk. No, it's not your fault. I sent a last minute email. I honestly was not, I was telling people I'm having a very hard time with everything that is happening. So, you guys are a huge. Is it hard to sell gold bars? No, it's not, especially not the Pamp Swiss ones. Any respectable pawn shop can take them as well. And they are supposed to take it at the daily rate. The Costco link that I sent you guys for the gold bars, if you search above in the chat, it's liquid money. It's as good as liquid cash. If you go to any reputable shops, they're gonna take it. But Costco hasn't. They're not gonna take it. It's non-refundable. Just so you know, with Costco, it's non-refundable. But this particular brand of gold bars, they're Swiss made. This is not the first time. They have been here for a very long time. I don't know if you guys know my history. I started when I was 15. I had a gold coin. Um, I got a gold coin from Saudi Arabia, and I was fascinated by it, and that was the only thing I could afford it. So I started with that. That's how I know. They have coins as well. You don't need to buy the bar. You can start with coins. Don't underestimate small steps. You can search this brand. It's a Swiss made gold bar. Um, what else? Yeah, so Saudi Arabia has the gold coin that I have from Saudi Arabia. Now I don't remember you know, I don't remember what company it is because it's 21 years old, but I'm pretty sure it is because they give you like a certification with it. Uh, it doesn't come like in a, in a normal bag. It's packed. It has a whole thing around it. It's, let me show you. Pam Swiss gold coins. Yeah, they're well known. So Pam Swiss is well known. It was 21 years ago when I got that. Gold coins are really expensive now. I think it was close to what, $10-15 in today's amount. So the people who keep telling me we're gonna do it next year, Maruk, you are supposed to. So I have gold bars in a Swiss account. I bought it from Switzerland. They have free storage for me, and because I don't, so the advantage is that I don't have to hold it in my hand. I did not have to bring it back, and I also they can literally buy it back, and they buy it back at the exact rate for that day. So this is why I like it. I love it. Rania, I keep it sealed. Um, I keep it sealed. I actually put them in an envelope and I put the receipt in it plus the sealed, they have a airtight seal to them. Even if you don't have an airtight seal, guys, we all know gold doesn't react. 24 karat gold does not react to, it's not, it's a neutral element. So yes, Maruch, it does. That's what I'm gonna get. That's promised to me, and that is what I've heard. You have to get the exact rate. It is not Pakistani jewelers who are gonna sell this at another rate and then cut, making and all these things that they cut, gemstones and making and polish and God knows what. It's that's not it, and it's 24 karat. Yeah, yes, Mariam. um Okay, guys, again, I'm gonna go. This is the class. I invite you to join it. It's going to be life changing for you. Um, it's going to be a really nice exposure for you guys, and also it's gonna be the quickest way for you guys to make a investment plan without making the mistakes my friends did with the Netflix stock. Don't make these expensive mistakes. You don't have to do years and years of training. I wish somebody had offered me this for $47 years ago, and I would not have to lose all the money, be told by my accountant that you owe this much in taxes. Do you know that one year I did not make a single dime investing, and I had a tax bill? It's no, it's online, Rania. It's not in person. I am in Maryland, so I have people from all over the United States and Canada. It's online. It's not in person. So if you want to take it on, it just come. Okay, let me tell you a story and then I'll go. One year, the stock market was down. I was in negative and I got a freaking tax bill for thousands of dollars. Um, I literally started crying because you're trying to make your portfolio. I got a tax bill. I was so, let me use the word, bloody upset. I went to my tax accountant and he was like, Maruk, you can invest with $10 a day. Again, let me show you a video of a client study I did where a grandmother invested $10 with me, and now she invested for her grandchild. Um, and now they're going to be she's investing. She started with $10 and now she's on, the grandchild is on her way to retire as a millionaire. I know it's unbelievable, but I did a whole class on it. Farida was in that class, so she is my witness. She is my shaheed. Farida, are you here? Farida is my shaheed. Hopefully. Yes, Farida? Where are you? Yes, see? So she started with $10. You can invest $10. That's why I tell people, please do not think it's for the wealthy. Investing, it is not for the wealthy. Investing favors people who start investing earlier. It's a time game. There's a famous quote from Warren Buffett. He says that people don't want to get rich slowly, so they don't start at all. Don't be that person.